tempo.
All right, don't move. Ready, 1, 2, 3.
I had to pee again, night 2 at the ER. This time I just took the whole fucking thing. I just took it off the whatever it was, and I said, bitch, you're coming with me, because girl gotta pee. It's like done anyway, so. Have 50 cents? I asked how much.
I've got 50 cents.
I said, how much you want to bet I can make this in there? And he said 50 cents. I called him a cheapskate. And then I asked, do you even have 50 cents?
I do.
Alright, here we go. Travis.
You get this one.
I think that's illegal for you to do that, to deface government property like
That's
that.
fucking my property.
No, that's government property.
This is my property.
It's government property.
I own this fucking dollar.
You're going to jail. I'll take both halves. What are you doing?
You can address me as doctor. I'm gonna be performing a rectal exam. It seems like that's the only thing that's not broken right now.
Well, why would we be looking at it? I asked for a pad and he put clothes on.
Gotta keep my sense of humor. I'm gonna go delirious here. What is it, 1 o'clock? Oh, 1:30 in the morning.
No, honey, you gotta ask the nurse. You can't just go snooping.
Well, that's why I put the gloves on. Is that it?
Yeah, good job. Nice.
Okay. There you go.
Thank you. Okay guys, so I just did a ultrasound on my tummy and also a vaginal ultrasound, and I am waiting to hear back from my test results, and then hopefully they have good news for us and I can go home and go to bed because it is 1:45 in the morning and I'm extremely exhausted. I am, honey, it's all covered. I just got really good news, you guys, so far, so I'm really happy about it. Travis is making really disturbing jokes, telling me that he dosed me with rat poison earlier and that is why I'm bleeding, and he thinks it's funny.
I took matters into my own hands.
Back at you from my bed. I know I made a joke saying that like this was my new like brand and aesthetic. It's not. Don't get too used to it, okay? Because this is temporary, guys. So as you've seen from some of the footage already, I spent the night, kind of spent the night in the emergency room again for the second night in a row. I actually the reason we ended up going in was because I had talked to my doctor who had already said, yes, definitely come in. This is really rare. Like, we don't know what's happening to you, blah, blah, blah. Well, then I got up. This was like kind of late last night, maybe around like 8 o'clock at night. I got up, and just so you guys know, I'm wearing a pad that's like this thick. It's like a big ass pad because my bleeding has gotten a lot worse. And so last night I had gotten up and I had walked to the kitchen because Travis and I were figuring out like what to eat. And there started to be blood just dripping down my legs. Like I started just bleeding profusely, and I was just like, this is probably not good. And Travis was like, we're taking you back to the emergency room. Like, this is not right. So that's why we ended up back in the emergency room. I was having like a lot of bleeding, and also the emergency room from last night, doctor said, if for some reason you start bleeding more, come back to the ER. And my doctor also, my OBGYN doctor also said that. So because I was having a lot more bleeding, I ended up back in the ER. I wasn't in pain, so that was good. I think I was more anxiety ridden than anything because I didn't really know what was going on. But as you guys have probably saw from the footage, like they had given me something to relax me, and then we were being like silly because I wasn't in pain, even though like, you know, it was a dangerous situation that was going on. But like they'd given me medicine and we were so delirious, like we haven't gotten very much sleep. So like we were just trying to like lighten up the situation. So I don't want people to think like we were like screwing around in the ER, even though we kind of were. Like we were there because we needed to be. So I don't want people to get that twisted. It's just our way of like, you know, not losing our shit and like having a mental breakdown with everything that we've gone through. It's like our way of like coping. I hope that makes sense. What happened last night, and I don't know if you remember, but I did say like we had gotten some good news, was one, the ER doctor ran some more tests, and oh my god, my poor veins, you guys, it looks like I have tracks, like heroin addict tracks, like all on my arms because I've been poked so many times. They had to poke me again 3 times last night, and then I got poked again today because I had to get another blood draw to check my levels. But the ER doctor said that most likely it was a multiple pregnancy, meaning I probably had twins, but they were both ectopic, like both pregnancies, like the twins or whatever, were not in the fallopian tubes and not in the uterus. Like he thinks that one was in the abdomen and one was behind the uterus. So that was like, you know, surprising news to hear that, because they were never like, I've been pregnant, but this whole time, like the levels were so low and the pregnancies were like not viable or healthy. And so they're too small to be able to see. So no one was able to see that there was more than one pregnancy in there. But obviously when you do fertility, you have a higher chance of having multiples. And by multiples, I mean like twins or triplets. So that's what the doctor probably, that's what the doctor said was like probably a possibility, that he thought that it was twins. So the good news was that even though I was bleeding a lot, they're thinking that I'm probably just miscarrying the babies, or it could just be like a side effect of pregnancy, because sometimes in complicated pregnancies you bleed a lot. So they don't really know why I'm bleeding, but I have a feeling that like this is me miscarrying, and like I've just kind of gotten to the point where like I am like emotionless at this point, because I think I've just kind of like I feel like I just have no more emotions left, you know? But yeah, and the other really good news was that my HCG levels had gone down, which is huge. Like that's so good, because they were like planning on giving me this chemotherapy drug called methotrexate, which I was really scared to get. I did not want to get it. I think that it affects like my eggs and can damage them. And as you guys know, I only have one embryo that survived. So I really just wanted to not get that. Although like we still don't know if I'm going to have to get it or not. So let me tell you like what's happening, because you guys might think I'm crazy, but how do I say this? I love what I do, and I had made a flight to fly to Philadelphia to sign all my books. Well, when I found out that my doctor said no, because I've already had to reschedule that flight once, because the first time I had scheduled that flight to to sign my books, I had to have an emergency surgery, and so I couldn't end up flying after that, and I had to push back the ship date for my subscription boxes, because one of the items in the subscription box is a signed copy of my book. I need to go sign it. So I had to push that back, and then this happened, which is just crazy. And like my doctor was like, sorry, like you can't sign, like you can't get on the plane. I don't want you flying that far. It's not safe. So I was like, okay, let's just ship all the books to me, like to my house, and I will sign them here. Well, last night when I found out that my levels were actually going down, that's a very good sign, meaning that the pregnancy is kind of getting rid of itself on its own as of right now. So I asked my doctor today, because I had an appointment with my doctor again today, just to see like what the next steps were. And he said, let's retest your blood, because I said it's really important for me to sign these books. I don't want people to think like, oh, like take care of your health first. Like obviously I am, like that always comes first, but like what I do like with you guys are like an extended part of my family, and I don't want to let you guys down, and I don't want to like not have signed books sent to you. And I know for a lot of you guys, you guys are like, don't worry, like that's the last thing you should be worried about, like we don't care. But there is a whole nother group of you guys that like are like, I only bought this box because you were gonna sign the book. And so I just don't want to let anybody down or upset anybody. And you know, I also really wanted to go visit the warehouse that's doing this, because I've been like really involved in this subscription box. I've been working my ass off on it, and I just want to make sure everything's perfect. I want to see like where the boxes like are being shipped from, and you know, all that stuff. So I asked my doctor if it was okay if my levels are still going down, if it's okay for me to fly. And he said, if your levels are going down, then I will feel more comfortable with you flying, but please limit your activity. So like, he doesn't want me doing too much. He wants me still to obviously take it easy, because I am still bleeding a lot. So I'll probably just like have like a wheelchair like take me to and from my gate, and you know, all that stuff. So that way I'm not like walking too much or whatever. I hope that makes sense. So I got my levels back, and they had dropped a little bit more again. So that means that I can fly tomorrow, and I was so excited when I got the call. So I literally have to pack tonight. I keep saying literally. I was just in the ER last night, at the doctor this morning, and now I'm packing tonight and leaving tomorrow morning for Philadelphia so I can go sign these books. I am a little nervous just because towards the end of today, I've started feeling some more pain, and the doctor said that's normal, that I'm gonna feel it's gonna be painful as these like pregnancies come out. I know it sounds so bad, but it's like what's happening. So yeah, it's crazy, but that's what's going on at this point. So I really wanted to update you guys, and then I want to put this video up. I really need to try to get a video up on the main channel. The main channel, people have no idea what's going on if they don't watch the vlog channel. So, and I haven't been able to post on there, or the beauty channel. So I at least want to try to update the main channel, but I need to edit this video, try to get it up for you guys, pack for 4 days in Philadelphia, and then as soon as I get back from Philadelphia, I'm going straight to the doctor to get tested again to make sure my blood levels are still going down properly, because if they're not, I'm gonna have to go to the hospital to get the chemotherapy treatment. So just pray for me, wish me luck. The good news is, you guys, is that like good things are happening now. So that's really good news. It is sad though that, you know, that all of this happened, and to know that like there was twins, like it's sad. Well, they think that there were twins, like they think that it was probably, you know, twins inside. So I don't know, it's just sad. It makes me sad a little bit, you know. But like I said, at this point, like I've just literally gotten every emotion you can think of so many times that I'm just like, I feel so emotionless, you know. But yeah, so that's the update right now. I'm gonna finish editing this, and then I'm going to definitely be vlogging Philadelphia and signing my books and the whole trip and everything, so be sure to stay tuned for that. Also, don't forget to follow me on like Snapchat, Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, because I post different things on there, and sometimes it doesn't always end up on the vlog. So if you wanna follow along, everything, you can just follow me. It's just at my name, at Channon Rose with a C. So anyway, thank you guys for watching. Thank you guys so much for all your support and all your love. It means so much to me. Also, the Mod Squad and a lot of the Rose fam made me the most sweet video, and they sent it to me last night when I was in the emergency room, and I watched it, and I just like, I just had tears falling down my face, because it was just so sweet and so loving and kind of them to do that for me, and like such a awful time. I was feeling just so crummy, and they just really know how to lift my spirits. So thank you, Mod Squad and my Rose fam. I love you so much. I'm sending you guys all my love and all my positive energy, and I hope to see you in my next video.